Hi, this is Michael, and this is my review of the DBPower T20 home theater projector. This is it. It's a very compact, fairly lightweight little LCD projector. It has a relatively short power cord on it. It's only 4 feet long. You also get a little screw here, which is going to be your height adjustment. That just screws onto the bottom of this unit. And you've got a HDMI cable. They also give you an AV cable, and you do get a remote control that takes 2 AAA batteries. The batteries are not included. So this little unit here is not very bright. You're not going to get adequate brightness from this in a room such as the brightness of the room that you see right now, and I'll demonstrate that in just a second. This projector does have a manual focus right here, and then it also has a manual keystone correction here, and this is not very effective, and in fact I'll also demonstrate it. When you use the keystone, if you're correcting for vertical keystoning and you've got this tilted up, you're going to find that the bottom of the screen that is keystoned is going to be extremely out of focus, and it's pretty nasty. So we do have the little control panel here as well, and this is how you get into the menu system, and then you can make your choices using the buttons here. Little LED indicators indicate that it's on. The fan noise is noticeable. It's not extremely loud, but it does have a little bit of a whine to it that I'm sure you will notice. We've got a SD card slot here, and then you've got 2 USB outputs, and then you've got a HDMI. Then you've got a headphone output here, so you can actually attach the internal speaker here. Is not too bad actually, but you could also connect this to a external speaker to get superior results. And then this is the AV input that you would use this cable for that. So let's get this thing turned on and give you an idea of what you might expect. So the closest you can get to the screen is going to be about 39 inches. That is the absolute closest you'll be able to get. You just can't get the focus any sharper if you're any closer. Now I'm going to be using an Amazon Fire TV stick, so I just plug it into the HDMI port here. And then because there are 2 USB ports, they will provide power to the Fire Stick. So I can just plug the USB into the Fire Stick and then plug the cable into the DBPower unit here, and I am good to go. And I did mention I'm 39 inches away. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 39 inches away, and at 39 inches I am getting a 32-inch diagonal image. This isn't too bad right now, but once we get some video content on the wall and once we get the image larger, you'll see that it does fade out rather quickly in a moderately lit room. Now, this will work pretty well in a very darkened room, however. So we have to go to our input. These are the various menu choices we have: picture mode, projection mode, color temperature, aspect ratio, noise reduction. And so that's fairly straightforward. Here's an idea of the video quality, and once again I have moved the projector back from the original position, and right now the projector is about 49 inches away from the wall, and 49 inches away is giving me a diagonal of 41 inches. Alright, I'm at 88 inches away from the wall, and I've got a 76-inch diagonal image. And you can see in my daylight conditions here, light streaming in through my back windows, that this is an extremely washed out image and certainly not something that is going to be very usable. So in a dark room, however, you get not a bad image. It's not super sharp, and the image quality, the lens quality is just not very sharp. As I mentioned, the keystoning is really pretty bad on this, and it only gives you a small amount of adjustment. I'm not even sure if you can see what's happening there. It's so dim, but you do get a lot of focus issues at the bottom or the top of the screen. And if you try to compensate for that, something is going to be out of focus if you're using keystoning. So really the best tip I can give you is you really want this projector not to be tipped, because even if you're just tipping it on a table or something, you are going to have to correct for that keystoning somehow, and you're just going to lose focus when you do that. So the projector really needs to be as straight on as possible to your screen or wall. The built-in speaker on this is actually not bad. I've turned the volume all the way down, but let me just turn it up a little bit. So you can, this is at 20, about 27, 28, 30 right now. It goes up to 100. And at 30, I'm getting a reasonably loud level if I'm sitting really close to it. But if I turn it all the way up to 100, it's definitely going to fill a medium-sized room with sound. It's not the highest quality sound, but it's actually better speaker than I've heard on a lot of LCD projectors that cost a lot more. So this is really kind of a bare bones, somewhat functional LED projector. It actually, for the price, it's probably not too bad a deal. But it is not that bright. You really do have to use this in very dark rooms, or you will definitely be disappointed. But it does have a fair amount of flexibility in what you can do with it, and you can actually show, if you have pictures loaded up onto a SD card, you can insert that in here and show slideshows and things like that. So if you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll answer it if I can. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day.